So I want you to imagine that you walk into an ice cream parlor. The ice cream is a job. It's a relationship, friends, your home, things that you want or desire. When you continuously get met with things that you don't want, you have to ask yourself, are you actually clear on what it is that you even want? What you're willing to accept, what you're not willing to accept? Before we begin, I'd like us to take a moment to name the intention behind this space. This is Codependency Alchemy. A space for people who are tired of overthinking their relationships or shrinking themselves to feel chosen. I'm Alyssa, and I do this work because I've lived it. I have not arrived at some destination of healed, nor will I ever claim to be. I am here for the journey, and I'm here to share that journey with you. At the heart of this work is my soul's mission to heal the mother wound, to be seen and witnessed in the things that we tend to hide from or reject. Over the last 4 seasons, this podcast has grown to one of the top 100 relationship shows, and we're just getting started. Before we begin, I have a favor to ask. Pause for just a second to make sure you're subscribed. If you're ready for honesty, more self-trust, and more peace in your relationships, then you're in the right place. You're so crystal clear on what it is that you want, so why aren't you getting it? In today's podcast episode, I am bringing back an analogy that I shared way earlier in the podcast, like season 1, but I know you guys don't be going that far back because I know I wouldn't either. So I'm bringing it to today's episode because it is truly such a supportive analogy, one that I quite frankly needed in my life recently. And it is quite powerful to see how quickly things change when you're able to see this more clearly. So I actually did a whole post about this earlier this year over on our Codependency Alchemy Substack. If you're new here, definitely make sure that you go subscribe to our Substack to get these episodes in your inbox and other practices and tools like what I'm sharing with you today. You can be a free subscriber, a paid subscriber. Paid subscriptions get you into the membership where you can access our private chat, which is actually what inspired this whole post to begin with. In our Codependency Alchemy membership chat, there was a woman in our community who was really coming up against learning discernment and what's good for you, and also what's not good for you. She shared how hard it is to sit in that space between knowing what you want and what you desire and the reality of what it is that you're getting from your relationship. And with that clarity, with understanding and seeing that you want X, but what you're getting is Y, there's always going to be grief in that. Because once you see what isn't for you, you can't unsee it. And then you're left sitting in that in-between space of knowing what you want and knowing that you're not getting it in your current situation. So let's go ahead and get into the analogy. Do you want chocolate or vanilla? I'm talking about ice cream here, okay? So I want you to imagine that you walk into an ice cream shop, okay? The person behind the counter, the one with the cute little ice cream hat and the ice cream scooper, we're going to call that person the universe. So you walk into the ice cream shop, and first, let's play out what happens when you don't know what it is that you want. So maybe you're not clear what you want. You're not going in knowing what kind of ice cream you want. You're just going in. And they ask you, what flavor are you looking for? What flavor do you want? When we're not clear about what we want and there's 101 freaking flavors, you're at the mercy of the universe. And the universe just wants to figure out what you want. So it's going to give you some random ice cream that you may or may not even like. Now let's talk about what the ice cream represents, okay? The ice cream is a job. It's a relationship, friends, your home, right? Things that you want or desire. And so when you don't know what you want and the universe is just serving you up, trying to see, hey, does she like this? Does she like that? If she doesn't like that, okay, well, if she doesn't like that, then maybe she'll like this. Like they're having to do all the heavy lifting. And so when you continuously get met with things that you don't want, you have to ask yourself, are you actually clear on what it is that you even want? What you're willing to accept, what you're not willing to accept? And so maybe you are clear. Maybe you're like, no, I've totally written down, this is the type of job that I want. This is the type of income I want. This is the type of relationship I want. Maybe you are clear that you want a healthy relationship. You want a job that fulfills you. Maybe you are clear that you want a home that feels safe and secure. So you go into the ice cream shop again, right? Remember, this time you know what you want. You've clearly articulated it. So you go in and you're like, I want chocolate ice cream, because we're going to use chocolate as like the favorable ice cream, the one that you want. You go in and you say, I'd like some chocolate ice cream, please. The universe is like, great, chocolate? Shit, we're out of chocolate. We're out of chocolate ice cream. Do you want vanilla ice cream? And you kind of look around, you're like, dang, I really wanted chocolate, but I just want ice cream. I just want a relationship. I just want a job. I just want a home. And so we settle for vanilla. And the universe goes, oh, she took it. So she clearly likes it. She clearly wants vanilla. She's eating it. She took it. I'm using she because I'm like kind of talking to myself, but they wanted it. They took it. And there you are, settling for a relationship that feels like shit, exhausted, feeling unmet and abandoned after every conflict that you have, or you agree to a job that pays you less than what you deserve, or a job that leaves you feeling miserable while you look at others with jobs that you actually want and you feel jealous or envious of them. Or maybe you sit and sulk in the home that doesn't actually feel good because you don't think that you'll get the house that you actually want. When we say yes to vanilla ice cream when we actually want chocolate, we're telling the universe, yes, this is what I want, because you're accepting it. If we're eating it, then we're agreeing to it. How many of us are sitting in relationships that don't feel good, jobs that drain the life out of us, that are soul sucking? How many of us are sitting in home situations that are disempowering when what we really want is a healthy partnership where there's communication, where people feel seen and heard, or jobs that fulfill us, that light our soul on fire, or homes that feel safe and secure? Let's play this out where we know what we want and we walk into this ice cream shop unwavering in that. So we go into the ice cream shop. There's the universe. Hey, how can I help you? What flavor would you like? I'd like chocolate ice cream, right? Which you did before. They answer you the same. Oh, dang, we're out of chocolate ice cream, but we have vanilla. This is what we do when the universe gives us something that we are not willing to accept. That's okay. I really just want chocolate. I'll wait. Or I'll go find it somewhere else, right? So we turn around, we leave, we thank them. Thank you for the relationship, job, home, the vanilla ice cream. But I'm really going for chocolate. I'm going for a healthy relationship, a job that fulfills me, a safe and secure home. And so as you're about to leave, because this ice cream shop doesn't have the flavor that you're looking for, they say, wait, our ice cream truck will be here in like 3 minutes. It's just around the block and it has the flavor that you want. It has chocolate. Boom. That is how the universe works, babes. What you want and what you desire is just right around the corner, making its way to you. What happens is that we confuse the universe by saying what we want, but accepting something completely different. And so the universe goes, well, she said she wanted this, but she's accepting this. We say one thing, but we take another. So it assumes what we actually want is vanilla. So it keeps dishing it to us, and we keep feeling dissatisfied or disappointed in the shitty relationship, in the job that sucks us of our joy, or in the home that feels empty. So why the fuck do we do this? Honestly, I think there's a couple reasons why we fall into this trap. The first one being we're impatient. We are a society, we are a human species that wants things and wants things now. And so we take what we can get because we just want ice cream right now. We just want the relationship right now. And the second reason is because we don't think that we're deserving of it, or that we don't get to have what we want. Like we're living out some punishment that has been dealt to us in this lifetime. It makes sense to me why we would settle for vanilla ice cream if we were constantly being punished in some way when we were growing up. I honestly think so many of us unconsciously end up being like our parents or our caregivers or our teachers that punished us and don't even realize that we talk or treat ourselves the way that they did. Or we think that if we don't take what's here right now, it'll go away and we'll lose an opportunity to have ice cream, whatever ice cream is, forever. And so we settle. And so here's my invitation to you. I want you to go ahead and take a moment to scroll down to the comment section. I'll give you a second to get there. And I want you to go ahead and share, what is your chocolate ice cream? And remember, I don't even care if you guys hit submit or post your comment. This is for you having a moment to witness what your deepest desires and what you're willing to accept is. Even just taking a moment to witness yourself is healing something so deep within all of us. So often we're just living in this ruminating and we don't take a moment or a time to really see ourselves. And healing the mother wound is being able to witness each other in our shares. I have been so grateful to witness all of the comments that you've left on Substack and on Spotify. So thank you so much for all of those who are participating. I know that it can be sort of edgy, but I really commend your bravery, your courage to show up to do this work in real time with us. So again, scroll down. Go ahead. Let us know what your chocolate ice cream is. Be as specific or general as you want, but remember, the more specific you are, the more that the universe knows exactly what to serve you. If you're like, I don't know where to start, you can think of the chocolate ice cream as the type of relationship that you want. How do you desire to feel? What do you value in a relationship? Or a job? How do you desire to feel in your job? What do you value in a job? Or maybe even your home. How do you desire to feel in your home? What do you value in a place that you live? All right, and if you feel brave enough, go ahead and hit post. Go ahead and share it with us. I'd love to witness you in it. And I'm going to leave you with this. Are you waiting and only willing to accept chocolate ice cream? Or are you screaming to the universe that you are willing to accept vanilla? I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Share it with someone who you think could benefit from these conversations. Make sure that you're subscribed over on Substack, whether you're a free subscriber or if you want to join our membership, where we dive into these conversations more and we meet each other every day in learning how to build safe and secure relationships with ourselves and then with others. And if you're feeling generous, and you haven't done so already, I would absolutely love it if you went ahead and rated or reviewed the podcast. Your ratings and reviews seem small, but they're very, very impactful in helping me get this podcast out to reach more people. So thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys sharing in the comments if you haven't done so already. Don't leave this episode without at least witnessing yourself. I love you so much, babes. I'll see you next time. Bye.